So this is the current setup in the back of the Patrol. There's not much going on and it's very simple, and personally, I thought it was time for an upgrade. And this is the brand new and improved rear setup that I've just finished installing, except you don't get to see it yet, so make sure you stick around and watch to the end of the video to find out what it looks like. So yeah, today we got a brand new rear setup to go in the back of the Patrol. So Nick's over here helping me again. But yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it. We're gonna rip this drawer out and this fridge and all the 12-volt stuff out, completely strip the back of the Patrol and put all new drawers. And we've got a pantry and this fridge is going back in. So yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna start by taking the fridge out. So we just got this little makeshift like wooden thing that's holding it down, and that's actually bolted to the base of my second drawer. So it's just a couple of screws, and take them out and then undo what's holding the fridge down to this base, pull that out, and then we should be able to take this drawer out as well. So here we are, me and Nick are just cracking straight into it. Basically just starting by taking all these wood panels off around the fridge, covering the 12-volt at the back and that side panel. Basically it's just a bunch of screws holding it all together, so we're just taking all them out, and the bolts that go into the side of the fridge as well, just slowly working our way through and taking them all off. And while I'm still stuffing around with the wood panels, Nick's just working on the drawer, just taking those bolts out of the top so that we can take the top of the drawer off and can pull the actual drawer out and then pull the whole base plate out too. Right, so fridge is now out and I've taken that switch panel from down here out. Nick's just finishing up this top part of this drawer, and then we can pull the actual main drawer part out. And then yeah, we've just got the fridge over there, and then that's all the new stuff going in there. So let's finish this part up. So here I am just taking the last couple bolts out of the top of the drawer, and as you can see, the top just lifts away. And then before we can take the actual drawer out, we just got to work on the bump stops. So here I am just taking them out. Right, and finally the whole drawers come out. Now this is one big unit piece, so take these bolts out and then should just be able to take everything out, and we'll have a clean canvas for the new drawers. Basically the last thing we have to do is just take a couple bolts out of those bottom brackets for the drawer to come out. So here's Nick just working on that, and then once he gets that done, he's taking the final pieces of the wood from the fridge surround out, and then I'm just working on the 12-volt, disconnecting it out of the fuse box and making it all safe, and then we can just pull the whole system out together. And finally there we have it, all the drawers, well, the drawer on the fridge over there, that's all come out. It's a whole lot of crap underneath, but we're gonna get this cleaned up and then start unboxing some drawers and figure out how to put them in. All right, well here we have the first drawer. So, bit of a plan. In the back of the car, we're gonna go 2 of these new Kings slim drawers, and then the fridge is gonna go back in there. Gonna have the big 900 drawer on top of one of the slims, and then we've got to pull out pantry as well. So yeah, we're just gonna start with one of the slim drawers, gonna unbox it, and apparently they're like pretty much pre-assembled, but we're gonna figure out what we need to finish it, and then put the 2 first drawers in, and then go from there. All right, well now we've got both slim drawers unboxed and pulled apart, and then we've just mounted these 2 rails here down onto the car, and then we're gonna put the 2 drawers in and then go from there. So these 2 rails that you can see that we've got mounted underneath the new drawers, they don't come with the new range of Kings drawers. They're actually the mounting brackets for my old Titan drawers, but we figured to just use them to mount the new drawers to make everything flat and sit in there nicely. So here you can see me just going through and chucking the bolts in the middle of these 2 drawers. Just because the new range of Kings drawers can be mounted both on top of each other and next to each other, but you just have to chuck these bolts in just to hold them together. So here I'm just doing the final bolts up and then can slide the actual drawers in. Alright, so now those two slim drawers are in, we get the fun task of moving on to the third drawer. But this one isn't a slim, it's just a normal drawer. So we're going to get this unboxed and then sort out how to mount that on top of one of those other drawers. So this time I thought I'd show you the actual unboxing process of these new King's drawers. So I just chucked it up on the table, and then inside you get the handle and all the bolts to put that on. So here's me and Nick just stuffing around and trying to put the handle on. We had to do this with both the slim drawers as well, but didn't record it, but I thought I'd show you this time. Alright, so this is the big drawer. We're just taking all the screws out of here, so then this carpet should just lift up like that. And then this one's gonna come in and mount on the top of here. We've got some pre-drilled holes in the top here, so it should just mount straight on here. Do the screws up, put the drawer back in, put the top on, and then move on to the next section. So yeah, in order to mount one of the drawers on top of the other ones, you just got a few bolts to put through the bottom support rails. So here's Nick and I just chucking them in and tightening them, and then we can slide the actual drawer in. All right, well there we go. There's 3 drawers, one slim, another slim, and then the big full length one. Haven't put the top on these 2 yet because we've got to mount, pull that pantry up here, and the fridge is going here, so I've just got to figure out how they mount up before I decide if I put the tops on. Alright, so up next we've got the compartment that's going around the actual fridge. This is from the new range from King's as well. Sort of just clips together with the drawers apparently, and then the fridge can slide in. Still the same drawer fridge that I had, but it sort of sits in there and makes it so that the other drawers can like clip into the side of it, and it all sort of suits together. So yeah, we'll get this unboxed, and I think we need to build it up, and then we'll chuck in the patrol as well. So now, yeah, as I said, this is the fridge compartment. So this one does not come pre-assembled, so I've just got all the pieces out of the box and start reading the instructions to figure out what I'm actually doing. But yeah, got all the pieces out and then just started putting them together piece by piece. And yeah, slowly making my way through until I had a proper support for the sides of it. Alright, so the fridge compartment is pretty much set up now, all put together. So I've got the 2 sides and then these front and back cross members. They're screwed in, and then the 3 back we have to do. But I haven't done these up tight yet because got to make sure they're in the right spot to fit into these holes. We've got these special things here which get smashed into these holes, and then you can put the hole in the carpet, and then the screw goes down through here and then through the top of this into that, and then mounts onto the actual holes of the drawers up here, which is the same way that these 2 drawers got together. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure those cross members are in the right spot, hammer those things into the top carpet bit, and then should be able to chuck this in the car, which means then we can slide the fridge in and keep going from there. At this point, Nick is no longer helping me because he had to go home, but as always, he was a huge help, so thanks to him. And then this is what we're dealing with. So as you saw, it was already built, but I had to move these over, front and back. So yeah, they're in the right spot. And then we've chucked these in as well, so we can put this back on the drawers and then put this on the top, and then should be able to put the fridge in. And then so after stuffing around with it for a while, managed to get it all built and mounted onto this drawer down here, and then we've just got the fridge over there with a top plate put on it, and that's going to come in and bolts up here, so we'll get that chucked in now. And then here we have the fridge all bolted in the top, pulls out nice and easy, not going anywhere. So yeah, last thing we've got to do is pull that pantry, which is going to sit up here, and that's going to mount on top of this drawer, and then once we get all that in, should be finished. Now just moving on to the pantry slide. So I got it all out of the box, take all the plastic off, and then we've got the top of one of the other drawers and lined up all the holes, and then moved the pantry slide over, chucked it on top, and started putting all the bolts through and making sure it all lined up nice and tightening it all up. So we managed to get the pantry slide mounted on the top of the drawer. So we're just sliding it in as a whole and chucking the final bolts in to mount the top of the drawer back onto the frame of the drawer, and just going through, making sure all the bolts are in, making sure everything's in the right spot and nice and tight. All right, and then there we go. Behind me, we got 95% of the new rear setup. So we got drawers, fridge all mounted in, it's pantry mounted in. One last thing, that blue box over there, 12-volt oven, also from King's. It's gonna sit right in here nice. So I'm gonna get that chucked in real quick and then give it a little tour of the new setup. All right, last little thing, King's 12-volt adventure oven. So let's quickly get this unboxed. That crap out. There we go, all unboxed. So here we have the oven. I've just chucked it in. I've just putting the brackets on, and final bolt are on this side. Do them up and it should be in nice and tight. And then yeah, I'll give you a little tour what's been going on. All right guys, you ready for the big reveal? Everything's done, all bolted in, all put together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's the new and improved, updated version of my GU Patrol. Got all the new King's range, so I'll quickly run you through what I've done. So like before, we got the 60-litre King's drawer fridge. Plenty of room in there for everything. Nice and accessible, this height as well, it's pretty good. That's all bolted down. We've got the new King's 900mm slim drawer. Pulls all the way out. Next to it, we got another 900mm slim drawer. Plenty of storage. Above that, we've got a 900 regular size drawer. So plenty of room in there for whatever I chuck in. And then on top of that, we've got the King's pull-out pantry. Pulls out nicely. Bit of storage space up here and down the bottom here. And we got the King's 12-volt oven, which we can go like that. It's got 2 shelves on the inside, temperature and time over here. And then at the bottom, nice little table as well. Just, you know, get something out of the fridge, chuck it on here, cut stuff up, whatever you need. And then, yeah, just all nicely packs away, clicks back into place. There's the setup done. And yeah, just one little thing as well. You may see my little switch panel's not there. There's no 12-volt in here, so the fridge doesn't work, the oven doesn't work. But that's coming at a later date. So we've got all the storage and stuff like that, fridge, all that, all set up properly. And then I'm gonna be working on the 12-volt panel and stuff here, because I got a few plans, maybe new battery, new panel, solar, that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna be working that in the background. So yeah, stay keen for that. But yeah. So yeah, what do you guys think? I hope you like it. I personally like it compared to this old crappy drawer over here and just the fridge being down there. Like, I had one drawer and the fridge, like, I was out of storage. That drawer was full, stuff was everywhere, it wasn't organized. Now I got plenty of storage room and more room for food as well, both cold and dry food. So yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below if you like it. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, that pretty much sums up today's video. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. They greatly appreciate it. And also hit it if you approve of the setup. You know, I look down there, and so I hope to see your comments and stuff like that. And then yeah, if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button as well to see more 4-wheel drive and camping content on the way. But yeah, until then, I'll catch you in the next one.